Let's pick up some baking items and go bake a cake. Alright, I got my items for ganache here as well. Let's go. Cake is ready. Decorate with me chocolate ganache icing, a birthday cake. I'm going to be layering 4 8-inch cake. So step 1, vanilla. Spread out the butter. I did vanilla and red velvet, so I'll layer one at a time. So on to the next is the red velvet cake going up. That's it. And there we go. Spread it. All right, so my spread is just regular butter icing. So I'll do that. I'll spread that and get the next and the next. Repeat the same process. All right, all 4 layered up. Ganache, chocolate ganache going on. You want to move that gently and spread it out gently at the top. Push down excess to the side of the cake. Gently spin around, cover the sides, and be as quick and as careful because of the height of the cake. So once that is all spread out, we want to be smart and fast about it because we don't want the chocolate to solidify while we're still spreading out. So once that is done, I want to scrape it. So what I'm doing basically now is crumb coating. That's the first layer, so it's fine. It's not going to be even, it's not going to be perfect. It's just to crumb coat it. That's the first layer of the plastering you do, whatever it's called. So once that is done, I'll get my scraper, scrape it just to have it as smooth as possible. You can use the palette knife as well to scrape. You can use the scraper, whatever works well for you. I use both. I use the palette knife to smoothen it out, and then I'll use the scraper to also flatten and get out the excess of the chocolate ganache. So that's what it looks like. And as you're smoothing it out, you're scraping out the excess into the bowl. And there we go. That's the chocolate crumb coating. Yeah. So I get my scraper, try to scrape all sides, make it as neat as possible. Scrape out all the excess, reapply where it's needed. Once that is done, that's step 1 done. You want to set it aside to have that first step sitting. You could put it in the fridge, you could put it in the freezer, you could leave it on the table for a while and get busy doing other things, whatever works for you. But I put mine in the fridge just for that to set for 15 minutes thereabout. So while that was in the fridge, I was getting the next color of my cake ready. So I've mixed the next icing color, and that will be going up next on this one. And there we go. Pink chocolate ganache coming on. Same process, repeat the same process. Spread out, spin as carefully and gently as possible. That was quick, isn't it? All right, so I'm trying to get 2 patterns of the cake, white or cream and pink. So I've covered with my parchment paper just to get the pattern around it. Once that's set at the bottom, I'll take off the parchment paper, and then you see what the 2 designs of the cake looks like. So it's a 2-in-1 color, pink at the top and white at the bottom. So I'm trying to just scrape out the excess and make the bottom as smooth as possible. Alright, so there we go. We take out the parchment paper and this is what we have. Yeah, so I'm putting some sprinkles, but not the tiny one. I got it off what's the name of the shop again? Can't remember now. I just wanted something different for this celebrant. So we do that now. I'm putting the sprinkles now because the chocolate is still, the icing is still wet. So that holds it. I don't need to use anything to stick it on. Just put it on the icing because it's still fresh. And once that is all done, then I'll think of what next to do with the cake. I'm still not sure what design I'm looking at. There we go. The cake is ready. Unbelievable. So all that's next, do some finishing touches, put some fascinators like those doing hard to color. Just put some cake designs. I'm putting some cake balls. I've put my my artificial flowers. Everything just to make it as beautiful as the celebrant herself. Take a close look. I'm gonna zoom in so you can see what we got here. A beautiful 8-inch chocolate ganache cake. I'm gonna zoom in so that you see it. So what I've done there is just sprinkling some shiny cake decoration, just some glitters actually, just to give it that glittering look. I'll glaze it once it's dry in the morning, just to give it that shiny look. Take a close look at it. Isn't it beautiful? Oh dear, look at that. Look at that. Beautiful birthday cake. So I've done some gold splashes on that. I've used gold powder and what's the name of that spirit now? Can't remember. Look at that. Cute.